No one knows what the future holds, but if a new house is in your future, I can help from a safe distance. I'm Nick Acosta, your downtown expert, and I'm hosting safe and sanitary open houses. Nothing is different except for temperature checks at the door and masks are required. But it still smells like there are fresh baked cookies in the oven. So come on by one of my safe and sanitary open houses, and I'll say welcome home from 6 feet away.
This is Home2All, an all-inclusive real estate podcast with your host, Nicholas Acosta. Nick sits down with guests to talk about real estate and how it works. Reach him at downtown.expert on Facebook and Instagram, or his website, www.downtown.expert, or call or text him at 407-508-8809. Enjoy the episode.
Hey there, everybody. This is Nick Acosta, your host of the podcast, Home2All, an all-inclusive real estate podcast. Joining you today, Monday, July 5th at 10:16 a.m. Eastern Time from St. Petersburg, Florida. Today I have Tyler Kaplan with Cutting Edge Gifts on the show with me. Tyler, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Nick. It's good to see you.
No, I'm very gracious for accepting my invitation. Thank you. So let's get started, Tyler. So let us know. I met you in one of the Pinellas Realtor Organization classes, and I was intrigued by what you guys offer in regards to top of mind for our real estate clients. And here I'm as a broker, and then I have a team of real estate agents, and we have real estate agents all over the state of Florida, of course. What can you tell me about Cutting Edge Gifts and how it can keep you top of mind as a real estate professional?
Absolutely. So at Cutting Edge Gifts, what we do is we essentially pair your brand with world-class, high-quality products. We engrave your information on them. And the idea behind using kitchen-based products is that the kitchen is the most gathered place in the home. So one of our main products is Cutco cutlery. We've been around since the 40s. We're made up in New York and guaranteed forever. And so what we do with those gifts is we brand your information on them. And instead of giving something that's consumable, that's here today, gone tomorrow, your clients are going to be using a gift that's going to last the life of your career and even past then. And it's going to be reminding them of the awesome services that you provided, whether you're in real estate or even just any type of business owner that wants to stay top of mind with their clients. They're going to see that gift and be reminded of, the beautiful home that you got them in, or the loan that you got them to be able to live in that home, or what have you, whatever industry that you're in. But instead of having a gift that's consumable, that's gone in a couple of days, weeks, months, it's going to last a long time, and they're going to enjoy using it. So it's going to tie that super high quality experience of the service that you provided them with the super high quality gift that you give them.
No, we had a conversation last week, and then also you mentioned this into our class, and I have it up on the screen as you guys can see. Actually, it's not coming up. Hold on one second, and I'll share that right now. Apologize real quick, guys. Basically, the one thing you showed me was about the knives. Now, what is it that makes the gifts that you guys sell here for clients stand out and keep people top of mind when they send this as a gift?
Yeah, so most of the gifts that we see out there, like I mentioned, are consumables. So they're bottles of wine, they're gift cards, they're home warranties, they're Ring doorbells. And while some of those things are not consumable, they kind of just sit there and collect dust. They're not actually used. What we try and do with the kitchen-based products, for example, if you can see on my screen, this is one of our examples of Cutco cutlery. Not only is it just a beautiful presentation, it comes in a great a gift box that has a nice welcome message. It has your branding on it so they can see it. It stands out because, first of all, most people don't have a shiny red handle knife, and we also have pearl as well. Most kitchen products are like the neutral black, brown. So on top of just being super flashy, they're sharp. And we've been on Modern Marvels, Made in America, how it's made, for being the world's sharpest, and we're Consumer Digest Best Buy. So Cutco's been around since World War II. And so that brand, that world-class brand recognition with your branding on it, and a gift that's going to be the sharpest knife in their kitchen. Plus we offer free sharpening and replacements forever. So they'll literally, your gift is literally guaranteed forever. And being that it was just the 4th of July, this is a super important month for us because we're an American made product and we've been so since the beginning. So by putting your information on it, they're going to see it every time they use it. And we even have a partnership with Cutting Edge Gifts. So where we can put your information on a veteran made cutting board. So it's just gifts that stand out. They're unique. Most people give something that's going to be gone. That doesn't really do anything to nurture the relationship, because you can't be at every summer barbecue. You can't be at every family gathering, but your gifts can. And a lot of agents spend, so much time, months to years, even with their clients, trying to find the perfect home. And that relationship right there, that professional side of the relationship, is just setting the foreground of what the potential of that relationship holds. And so the most, 12% of agent or of clients actually use their realtor again in a second transaction. On the flip side of that, that means 88% after the first transaction get stolen by the competition. Okay. And so that's a huge red flag for people that are in the referral and repeat business, because that means that most of your clients are being stolen from, and not by, not for any reason. It's not like they didn't like you or that you didn't provide awesome service for them, but in sales, they teach us the path of least resistance. And so if you're not staying top of mind with every single client that you work with, it's not their job to remember you. It's your obligation to make sure that they're never forgotten. And so what we do here at Cutting Edge Gifts is provide you that opportunity to never be forgotten. And on top of just closing gifts, we can actually automate gifts over 6, 12, 24 months at a time in advance automatically for you, so that without even thinking about it, every closing, you have a closing gift sent to your clients. 6 months after that, we can send them, a metal thank you card or a wine opener. And then on their year anniversary, we can send them another cutting board or just something, personalized for your business, whatever the type of message that you want to give to your clients. But it's all automated for you. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to run around searching last minute for that perfect closing gift. Most people cut up food into smaller pieces and put it in their mouth at some point. So knives are a super easy go-to. And we also have, some other fun gifts like, our super shears, which break the barrier of just being in the kitchen, with their super awesome engraving. And just to show, I don't know if you've ever seen the quality of our shears before, Nick, but just to show you, and this is the only currency that we're allowed to do this to. So before everybody gets all freaking out, but just to show you how durable they are. I mean, what pair of shears that you just have laying around the house can do that and then go back to cutting paper like it's nothing? So they're super high quality, American made, and they're going to last forever. And so, like I mentioned, you can't be at every barbecue, but your closing gift can. So when your clients see that super shiny red handle shears or that super cool cutting board with your branding on it, they're gonna ask, "Hey, where did you get this super awesome cutting board? It's beautiful." Oh, well, this one has my information on it, but ideally it'll have yours. You'll say, "Oh, my realtor gave it to me," and that client will be like, "Oh my goodness, I've been meaning to list my house now," and boom, there's that listing lead that you've been waiting for a couple of weeks, all through your closing gifts. And so they do a lot to spark conversation about you when you're not even there. It's kind of like putting up a billboard in your kitchen for your business. And it helps you keep that top of mind awareness when, you're out busy doing other things, getting more people in the pipeline, volunteering in the community. So we do a lot to try and keep you top of mind. And Cutco has been around for a while, and we found that this is one of the best and easiest ways to do that.
Now, I know on an individual level, when somebody reaches out to you, and I know we had this discussion last week too, but can you explain to our audience and real estate agents out there, for example, like I shared an example with you last week, and I'll share with this example with everybody listening or watching today. But for example, I have a closing, and we talked about this. I will figure out, okay, well, let me go like the day before closing or the day of closing, let me go buy some balloons for my client, or not necessarily always the day before or the day of, but a couple days before, or go out and buy a gift card for whatever, maybe whatever merchant or merchandise they like to, enjoy, whatever brand they enjoy. Spend upwards of $200 on those gifts, and maybe a little bit more than that. Would you say it's more practical for real estate agents to, like, for example, to have stuff in stock? Like, I know that's one of your options you talked about. If you want to go into more detail about that, but like having an item in stock, or not necessarily item in stock, but have the custom thing made for them and have it ready by closing day, or say, hey, your gift is on its way to your house, or it arrives the day after closing, something like that. Is that something you guys do?
Yeah, so there's a lot to unpack there. What we typically find when agents take the leap to advance their closing gift strategies with our cutting edge services is we see them go a couple of different ways. For agents that just want an easy system in place, that see the value in just having super high quality kitchen based products, we can get them one standard or maybe 2 or 3 standard gifts that they just have engraved with their logo, name, and number on it. That way they don't have to think about it. They just have a stock on hand ready to go, because everybody uses knives at some point. So they just pick out, maybe they have a gift at $100 level, and they have another gift at a $200 level, and another gift at a $250 level. So they can kind of like modulate based on, obviously, the size of the closing, how much they like their client, but they don't have to think about it. They can just pick from a matter of 3 options or 2 options what gift they want to give, because at the end of the day, even if they have a good set of knives or not, their clients are going to be using their Cutco knife all the time. It's going to be the sharpest knife in their kitchen. On the other hand, and that's our stock on hand service, what we also offer for clients that like to add that extra personal flair, and that's why I really love our partnership with the cutting boards, the veteran made cutting boards, is because it gives you an opportunity to add some flair to it, some personalization. And with our drop shipping program, which is where we hold your stock at our factory, and we'll send you a form that you can fill out, when you get someone under closing or under contract, that gives you the opportunity to add some personalization, like handcrafted, especially for the Acosta family, or, adding a special type of design that speaks to the relationship that you have with that client, whether it's, drink in your hand, toes in the sand, or maybe it's, something a little bit more state-based, where home is where the heart is. But then on top of that, you can put, made especially for the Kaplan family. So it gives you an opportunity to customize your gift even further. And while that can be challenging with a growing business, we do want to respect our clients that want to make that extra personal flair, so they don't feel like, the gift was not thought of. Although when they see Cutco and when they use it for the first time, they know, and when they realize the quality of it, they know that their agent didn't just get the gift off the shelf at the department store to give it to them. And when you tie the high quality forever guarantee of Cutco and our products to your service, we have a whole script, because scripts are the bread and butter of real estate agents. There's a script for everything. We actually send you a script that you can memorize, internalize, and personalize, and say it when you give your gifts. Hey, I could have given you, this is to your client, hey, I could have given you a Home Depot gift card. I could have given you a bottle of wine. But those gifts are here today, gone tomorrow. I wanted to give you a gift that represents my service to you and our relationship. And that's high quality and guaranteed forever. So that's why I'm giving you this Cutco knife, because on top of being American made, it's going to last forever. It's going to be the sharpest knife in your kitchen, and it's super high quality, just like I want our relationship to be from now on. So when you marry the closing gift that works in and of itself to keep you top of mind to the type of relationship that you want to build with your client, that's how you deepen that relationship. And every single time that they see that, they're not only going to remember that moment where you closed on a transaction, where they moved into their house, where you gave them that gift, but every single time that they bring it out, not only are they going to see it, but their families are going to see it, their friends are going to see it, every barbecue they have from then on out. It's going to be the staple and the centerpiece of the kitchen. And so that drop shipping program allows you some time to personalize and add an extra flair to it. But then we can also plan out, like I mentioned, automated follow-ups so that, on top of having that personalized closing gift, 6 months later, we can send a metal thank you card. 8 months after that, we can send a little Band-Aid card that has a handwritten note and a Band-Aid on it, because when they use Cutco for the first time, they know it's going to be super sharp, and, accidents happen. We see it a lot. So it's a fun extra little touch that you get. But Inman Magazine says you need about 33 touches in a year to stay top of mind. Even if they see your Cutco knife or your cutting board once every week, that's still 52 touches in a year. But they're going to be using it much more than that. And it's going to provide a lot more memorable experiences because it's a practical gift. You mentioned practicality, something that they're actually going to use. People that give like doormats or Ring doorbells, they just kind of sit there and they collect dust. And I'm not here to say that all these other gifts are bad. But as a business owner, you have to think, well, what's your objective with your closing gifts? What do you really want to get from running around frantically last minute trying to find that perfect gift? What's your objective? We want you to obviously not have to do that. We want you to spend more time doing those activities that bring you more leads, bring you more joy, and bring you a better business. And that's definitely not searching last minute, at the department store when you've already spent upwards of maybe a couple of months to a year or even more than that with some of these clients trying to find the perfect home for them or trying to get their home sold. Obviously, on the flip side, things are going like that on the market, but it's not always going to be like that.
And one of the things that you mentioned last week, I just want to share with the audience, just so it kind of gets more excitement. And it's a really awesome product that you guys have. And the thing was about the puns that you guys use on your advertising, just to share that with everybody listening.
Yeah. So one of our most popular closing gifts is our spatula spreader. And a lot of knife companies don't have something like this where it's really flexible. You can get deep into a pan, you can spread with it, but it also has a super sharp edge on the side. And if you can see, we put thanks for spreading the word. And so that's one of many. First of all, this just drives referrals because it's saying, hey, thank you. And this is kind of like for a referral gift, but on the closing side, we can put, please keep spreading the word. So it's just telling you, hey, I am open to getting referrals. Every time they see it, they're going to laugh like, oh my goodness, I'm spreading, peanut butter on a sandwich. Thanks for spreading the word. And then we have like pizza cutters where we do welcome home to your slice of paradise. We have a ton. We try and keep it fun and enjoyable. We want to make your gifting experience memorable. We want to get some laughs out there. And so that's one of the few things that we do here to try and spice up your gifting strategy a little bit more.
Awesome. So everybody listening or watching today, so Tyler Kaplan with Cutting Edge Gifts, his website is tylerkaplan.com. You can call him or text him now at 772-285-9274 and mention the Home2All podcast when you reach out. So what I always do with my guest, Tyler, is ask them one question. The one question is, what is I guess you could use something related to what your product is with the Cutting Edge Gifts. What is one positive thing, I guess you could use a pun if you want, to share with everybody for the week?
Stay sharp, stay healthy. We try, I'm also, this is one of the many hats that I wear. I'm also a registered nurse starting my nursing career at the end of the month. Actually, I'm super excited about that. But I always try and, serve my clients at the highest level, just like I would do for my patients. I always try and fill the needs that you actually want, because, that's why what we do works so well, because we try and personalize it for each one of our clients so that you can personalize it for your own clients. And so by really listening to what you need in your gifting strategy, we try and match that and make it next level, cutting edge almost. So definitely stay sharp, definitely stay healthy. And don't be afraid to reach out to me. I'll treat every single one of my closing gift clients like I would my patients, putting their needs first. And I like to be a resource, and I tell this to every one of my real estate agent clients that I work with and mortgage officers, don't just be the realtor, don't just be the loan officer, be connected to your community, be engaged in, your clients' lives other than just the real estate agent. Because, if they just see you as that, if people just saw me as the knife guy, then, I might do well. But when you lead with love and when you lead with passion and you really try and serve your clients at the next level, it speaks volumes. And that's when you start creating raving fans of your business in the community, because they're going to think of you as that person that is always showing up to volunteering events that, that help them when they needed it the most. So stay sharp and stay healthy. That's my message.
No, that's awesome. All right, Tyler. Well, again, everybody, TylerKaplan.com. It's Tyler Kaplan with Cutting Edge Gifts on today. Call or text now at 772-285-9274, and also mention the Home2All podcast when you text or call him. Tyler, thank you very much for joining us, and have a great week, and we'll talk soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nick. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. All right, everybody listening, this has been the Home2All podcast. Thank you for listening. Subscribe today. Thank you for all your support, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a good day. Take care, Tyler. Thank you.
Bye.
This has been Home2All, an all-inclusive real estate podcast. Find Nick on Facebook and Instagram at downtown.expert, and also his website, www.downtown.expert, or call or text him at 407-508-8809. Thanks for listening.
Don't spend hours or days looking for your new home. Let a downtown Central Florida expert guide you. I'm Nicholas Acosta, and I'm here to welcome you home. Being a Florida native, I know how exciting, stylish, and convenient the downtown lifestyle can be. From the nightlife scene in the heart of downtown to the natural beauty of Florida. I'm Nicholas Acosta, and I'm here to welcome you home.